So I already made a video here, and it's uploading right now as I'm speaking. This was 2 days ago, I think I made it. Maybe 3 days ago. And it was about real cocaine. This one is for kids. And that may sound really, really odd to say because I'm talking about cocaine here. But kids do cocaine, so kids need to see this. This is for kids. I'm not going to say just people. No, kids. You need to realize something. You've never had real cocaine. You've never had real coke. How do I know that? Because I know you've never had Peruvian flake or Bolivian flake or fish scale cocaine. That's what I get. I get fish scale cocaine. That's 90% to 100% purity. Okay, that's the uncut stuff. Okay, that's real cocaine. Even if it's 89% purity, not real cocaine. Has to be 90% and not 89.99%. Nope. 90% pure or more. Everything they produce down in South America. Or a better way to say it, no, you wouldn't say Latin America. You got to be more specific. It will, sort of. I'm not gonna tell you how to, but I have extracted cocaine before, and I'm about to extract even some more of it, some even better stuff. And so I'm making this for kids because this is about safety. Every drug video I make, I'm informing you on stuff because people, drug usage is growing and growing and growing. It's already massive. It's always been massive, people. Okay, all that, you think only 2 million people do crystal meth in America? You're wrong. Those are just the people who reported using it. Okay, and no, there is no epidemic of drug usage. No, there's an epidemic of people who don't like how they feel naturally. There's an epidemic of people who don't like their lives and need some flavor, need to improve their lives. That's an epidemic of what we have, not a drug epidemic. There never will be a drug epidemic. Okay. I mean, you would have to say there's a drug epidemic. You would have to say that it's been going on since the beginning of time, and that somehow this epidemic is carried on. No, people like me, we just want to feel as good as we possibly can, or just naturally feel good. That's all it is. So when your parents when your parents ask you why you do drugs, and they're trying to suggest that you have a lack of character or a lack of morality, a lack of morals, okay, or morale, okay, morale, morale, okay, your morale is screwed up. Tell them that. No, you're wrong, mom and dad. Okay. You need to stop listening to whoever you Tucker Carlson or Bill O'Reilly, his dumbass. And look, I don't care that he's a fellow Irishman. I'm Irish, and so is Bill O'Reilly. Bill O'Reilly's a fucking moron. Okay? He may be a little intelligent, but you can look highly intelligent behind a screen as a reporter who's telling you what you want to hear. Okay? I tell you what you don't want to hear. Okay. All I gotta worry about is what's gonna happen to me when I tell you what you don't want to hear. Okay. And I'm also telling you what you need to hear. This is what you need to hear, people, especially kids, because kids do drugs. It's not just adults. You've never had real cocaine. Okay. So next time, and be very careful with this stuff too, kids, especially kids. You would need way less than I would, and I already need a tiny amount of it to get in effect. You would need half of what I get, okay? Let me tell you something here. Let me use an example here. This is cut. I cut it myself, though, okay? So it's still sort of real coke. The stuff I got that I cut it with was probably 93% purity. I say 93% purity because it was about like what I had before that, which was around 95 to 96% purity. But anyways, this right here, see that? See if I can focus. See that? That's a little bit less than half. Half of that is all I need if it's uncut. You as a kid watching this, who's not 18 yet, because you have a smaller body than the average adult, and you're shorter than the average adult, and you weigh less than the average adult. you would need half of that, or not even half of that. So be very careful with this stuff, kids. Be very, very careful. Because you do not, especially if you want your mom and dad to know, or to not know, if you don't want your mom and dad knowing that you do coke, then you definitely don't want to overdose. So ask your dealer for some fish scale cocaine or some Peruvian flake or Bolivian flake. Now, if it's Peruvian flake, be even more careful with it, because that's 97 to 100% purity, kids. So I used to saying people on my videos. No, this is for kids. Which sounds very odd. This is for kids and it's about drugs. Yes, people. Kids do drugs. Okay? You have no clue how many kids do drugs, because you either don't want to know, or you're that gullible, or you just want to believe that the world's just that great. Whatever it is, you're fucking wrong, people. That one's directed for people, okay, who aren't kids. So be careful and get the real stuff, okay? And you can try to say this sounds horrible. Oh my gosh, he's telling kids where to get the potent stuff, the pure stuff. Yes, I am, because I care that much, people. Because I'm not telling them where to get this cut stuff. You fucking idiot. Okay, you're a fucking moron and an idiot combined. You can be a smart moron. Okay, you can also be a dumbass and a moron. You can also just be a dumbass by itself and not a moron. Okay, but you're being a dumbass and a moron, even if you aren't. Right now you are being one, as you're thinking that, oh my gosh, this guy's horrible. He's telling kids where they can and can't get drugs. Yes, I am. I'm not going to specifically tell you where you can get it, but here in Shreveport, there's a dude who's linked up in South America, and he sells real coke. Okay, so be very careful with this stuff, kids. And the more it smells like gasoline, the stronger of a gasoline smell it has, the better it is, because what's one of the things that's used to extract the cocaine is gasoline. It sounds crazy, but there's no gasoline in it. Just like there's no kerosene in it. Just like with crystal meth, there's no red phosphorus in it. Those are just the things that's used to make the crystal meth and to extract the cocaine. Now, amphetamine, I don't know how to make that. I know a little bit about it. I know how to make meth. I know how to extract cocaine. I know how to make cathinones. I've done all that. So, and no, I'm not going to make any for you. So don't comment asking me to make something for you. Or I may make a video showing, the steps by itself, or the ingredients, some of the ingredients by itself, and some of the steps by itself. But I'm not going to tell you all of it. I'm not going to show it to you. I'm not going to even describe it to you. Unless this is real life and I know you're not a cop and I know you're not a kid. If you're 18 years or older and I know you're not a cop and you're not an informant for the police, yeah, and you really want to know, and I know that you're not in the process of becoming this person or that person, then I'll tell you. I'll let you know. What I sell to you, I don't know. If you're not a kid, yeah, maybe. I've actually given away more stuff than I have sold stuff. I give away dope. I give away dope to people all the time. Not a crap load of people. I haven't given a crap load of dope to a crap load of people. But yeah, good friends of mine. Yeah, they want some. Yeah, I'll give you some. Now, if you've never done drugs before, I might have a problem with giving some to you, unless you just decided that's just what you want to do. Okay, that's what I decided a long time ago. This is just what I want to do. So I decided to educate myself, ultra educate myself on all this. Than what I already knew. I already had sort of an education on all this stuff, from science and chemistry in middle school and high school. So anyways, people, that's real cocaine, chunks and flakes. Oh, sorry, kids. Anyways, kids, that's the real stuff. That's the good stuff. Don't don't buy just a little bit of it. Save up your money, get you a gram. It's like $100 nowadays. Used to be $1,000. A gram of uncut cocaine used to be $1,000, people. Okay, that was a while back though. That was like 50s or something like that, 50s or 60s. Um, then when the 70s rolled around, the prices started going down, but it was still sort of a luxury drug. Then when the 80s rolled around, um, more people, because they were cutting it, more people began being able to get it, and because they started dropping the price down, even more people began being able to get it. Now, they're starting to lower the price on fish scale cocaine. Um, I don't know about Peruvian flake and I don't know about Bolivian flake, but I do know with the stuff made in Colombia, the fish scale cocaine, they are lowering the price on it. And this is also um, another reason why drugs should be illegal. Nobody would be able to blow all their money on drugs because it would be cheap, and there'd be less overdoses because it wouldn't be cut with all this crap. Um, so kids, be very careful if you're going to do drugs. And you've got friends that do drugs. Um, Let them know, hey, this is my hand right here in this bag. This is real coke. Here's how you do it. We only need a tiny amount of it, like a tiny amount. Like what they show you with fentanyl, how much, like a pencil tip. That's all you need to kill somebody. Okay, the most you as a kid, as a small kid would need when it comes to coke, is like only, not even twice the size of a sharpened pencil tip. So I'm just informing you how you do it, how you're supposed to do it, what you're supposed to get, how you're supposed to use it. And this stuff lasts longer too. This is the cocaine where the effects and the after effects last 3 hours or longer. So, and with the effects, it's almost just the after effects are almost just like the effects. So now, if you're gonna swallow it, don't keep swallowing it, people. Kids, don't keep swallowing it. Okay. Because you will think that, oh man, I'm not as high. What? There's something wrong here. I gotta do some more. No, it's gonna kick in. It'll kick in. Now it's not gonna be as powerful when you swallow it. It'll still be powerful. Well, yeah, I wouldn't say powerful with coke. That's meth. Meth is powerful. Ecstasy is hardcore, and cocaine is intense. And amphetamine is potent. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, kids.